Hello, today I am covering the Johnson versus School District of Millard case. And the finding is that a reasonably prudent teacher could have foreseen possible injury. Before I get to the case, I'm going to fast forward a little bit and start by talking about some terms that are covered in the case notes. So the case talks about proximate cause. This is when courts ruled that a particular event was the cause of an injury. And the intervening cause is an event that occurs because of negligence and causes injury to the victim. So in the Johnson versus School District of Millard, it was September 15th, 1993, and first grader Robbie L. Johnson was injured in music class. The teacher, Nancy Patton, was teaching the class the song London Bridge and having the students play a game where, while singing, two students linked their arms to form a bridge. They would link their arms around a third child who would rock back and forth. After giving a demonstration of how to play the game and going over some safety rules, the students were left to play the game. When Robbie Johnson was paired with two students, they rocked him too hard, and when their arms slipped, he was flung into a bookshelf and received a cut above his eyebrow. Johnson required 50 stitches to close above the eye and suffered blurred vision for a short time after the incident. In addition, he continues to have headaches due to the injury. He claims that he told the other children to stop at least 3 times and asked for help twice before the incident occurred. He tried to yell over the music but could not be heard over the talking and singing. During the time of Johnson's injury, Johnson and another student testified that the teacher had her back to the children while the incident occurred. The teacher was writing on the blackboard and she did not witness the injury occur. The court holds that the teacher was negligent with her supervision. Even though she gave safety instructions, children should have had direct supervision, at least during the early stages of learning this new game. The school, in turn, argues that her supervision of all the students, or the expectation, was imposing a higher than expected standard. Even if she would have witnessed the incident, she would not have been able to stop it from occurring. The court, however, stands by their decision because the teacher should have supervised the students more closely in the early stages of the game. As Johnson stated, he asked for help multiple times before being propelled into the bookcase. The teacher would have had time to have students stop their aggressive swinging if she had been properly supervising the game. So it is held that the teacher was negligent, but the next issue is whether the school district's negligence was the proximate cause of injury, or whether the acts of the other children constitutes an intervening cause. So there are 3 requirements that need to be met to establish the causation. These are: 1, the injury would not have occurred if it wasn't for the defendant's negligence. 2, the injury is a natural and probable result of the negligence. And 3, there is no intervening cause. The school argues that the children releasing their hands was an accident, and unforeseeable, but it is concluded that it is reasonably foreseeable that children playing London Bridge might swing another student in a way that letting go of their hands could result in an injury. So in the case notes, it talks about several proximate cause and intervening cause cases. One of these cases is Norman versus Ogalla Public School District. It states that following the Johnson versus School District, the Supreme Court of Nebraska held that schools are responsible for having students wear protective clothing in welding classes. In the Norman versus Ogalla Public School District, a student was badly injured when his loose-fitting cotton shirt caught fire while welding. The school should have foreseen